Okay, so welcome to the CSS tutorials, and we're gonna continue our page layout over here. In this video, I'm gonna discuss one of the most important topic of CSS, class and ID. Okay, so what's the basic difference between them? I'm gonna discuss it, and in the next tutorial, I'm gonna continue with my page layout code. Okay, which I yet need to discuss. See over here. Division you know how to create. First of all, see, this is a document HTML. Okay, yeah, first of all, so obviously I'm gonna start the coding by writing HTML. Then comes head. Within the head I'm specifying the type of sheet, which is style sheet, and address of style sheet, which is this sheet. Okay, to specify the type of sheet I use rel as the keyword, which stands for relation, and to specify the address of this document I used href, which is hyperlink reference, as keyword. Okay, so after this link, title tag gets open, and I put page layout as my title tag gets closed off over here, then heads tag gets closed off over here, and this is it. Have a look. Division ID, which should be certainly after this. Okay, so have a look. I started body, and you know division. Okay, I put over here division and template header and division. That's it. Then there are many more division over here, as you can see. But if you also see that I'm actually creating an ID of this division, which is header. Okay, I'm creating a class of this division, which is, and this class name is link1. Okay, so the point is that let all of these name to have a same name. ID is always unique. If I put an ID of the division, it's always unique. I simply cannot put this one also as header. I simply cannot put like this. ID is always unique. But when it comes to class, we can put three division the same name, link1, link1, link1. So this is the basic difference. Now what does it mean by putting the same name, different name? Dude, it means that over here logo.cs, over here you see right. This right represent this right, which is ID of this division tag. Okay, which, and this division tag is still over here. Starting from over here, right has 5 text, context 1 2 3 4 till 5, isn't it? Yeah, so whatever code is being written in within right would be affected till 5 of these contents. Okay, yeah, but the thing is that this is the code purely dedicated to this area, because this code name is right, which is ID. It is unique. I am pretty much sure that except this box, no one would be of right type. Only this box is of right type. But when it comes to class, let me see if the class has been made or not. Class has not yet been made. See, I'm gonna make class right now. If it's not yet been made, yeah, it's not yet been made. So how do we already know how to make ID first of all. If we don't, then we simply specify head sign and then name of the ID and opening curly bracket, closing curly bracket. Within that we're gonna specify the CSS attributes and their value. Background color, header. Let's talk about header first of all. This is the header. Okay, I'm gonna say background color. Let's be quick now. Okay, I'm gonna say background color, which is RGB, all red, green and B. R stands for red, G for green and B for blue. All have value 0. When RGB, all three of them has value 0, it means black. But you need not to remember them. You can simply go over here in Google and type RGB color values, and yeah, so this W3 school website, this gets open up. And if you ever don't know what does RGB value means, you can see RGB 000 means black color, so that's why header is off. So that's why header is of black color. Okay, so let's move forward. Color, this resembles font color. Okay, and it is of 256 times red, 2 times green, 4 times blue, so it's pretty much of red color. And see, it's pretty much of red color. Width, I specified width to be 100%, so it will occupy 100% full width of the web page. Gonna move forward. Okay, yeah, and I'm gonna discuss the difference between division and ID and class once again, don't worry. But right now have a look to right. Okay, this right within the logo.html gets specified to this shit over here, which has within it content 1, content 2 till content 5. So this is it, this is the right one, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm gonna say background color to be off. So this is a new way of representing color. We can also represent color like this. What we do over here is that, see, we say background, GROUND COLOR, and we say H, and then we actually specify hexadecimal. Hexadecimal from can be from 0 to F. Okay, if you don't know what are hexadecimal, you should search it in Google, but anyway, I'm gonna provide you some of the information. 0 is 1, okay, and 1 is 2, and like this. 9 is 10. Okay, and then comes A is 11, B is 12, C is 13, D is 14, and like this. F is 16. So these are the hexadecimal values. Okay, so it can contain, so it's actually consists of 6 groups. First group 00, FF 00. This one represent red color, which has both the value as 0, so there would be no red color. This one represent green color, which is maximum 16, so right background color would be pretty much green. This color represent blue, RGB, you remember. So once again 0, so background color, clearly from over here we can see that background color would be of green. Similarly, I specified font color. So now have a look. Instead of both of them are same, actually, see, hatch 000000. Over here, this one represent red color, this one represent green, and this one represent blue. Okay, you can write it like this, or you can write it like this. Actually space shouldn't be over here, okay, but you can like it because all of them are same. You can write 3 zeros and computer would automatically interpret it as like this. It's up to you. Okay, yeah, certainly there is one more way of in which way you can represent color, and that is like this. Have a look. Whatever, I'm gonna come over back to it right now. See, margin right, margin top, margin bottom. Sets the margins of this right box. Margin right should be 25%, so from over here it should be 25%. Margin top 5%, so this is the block, isn't it? Yeah, and this is the top. It is 5% of margin, so margin top 5% simply means box will be started after 5% from the top. Okay, yeah, this is what it means. So if I do over here like this 15 and change it, if I do over here bit a bit, if I do over here 45 and change it, and see, first of all, because of top has now been of 15%, margin has changed from 5%. This was of 5%, so this is 3 times of it, 15%. It has come to this shit, isn't it? And certainly margin right is this, and this is of 45%. Okay, anyway, so this is it, making it back to its normal form. And now I'm gonna say you that this is it. Okay, left has been interpreted in the same way, And footer has a fix. I told you about Facebook has a header fix. In the same way, footer is also fixed. It would be its position is fixed. So if there was a scroll bar, which there is right now, see, then footer is fixed. All the content, see, this content is moving right now. Wait a bit now. Okay, yeah, see, these content 1 2 3, these will circulate, but footer is always fixed. This is because of this shit. If I remove this shit from over here, I repress it, now see what happened. Footer is not fixed, footer is also moving. This is the footer. If I do like this, then it's like this, and so on. I want footer to be fixed, so I make it like this. Okay, yeah. Once again, I set the size of the footer width to be 100%, so that footer will occupy 100% of width, margin top, and this is it. So hopefully it's a complicated topic for you, isn't it, guys? Well, this is it. You need to have a refresh of it. Code are provided, watch them, and in the next tutorial we're gonna implement this shit. Okay, so right now one more thing which we're gonna worry right now is ID and class. Okay, so let's talk about them really quickly now. See, as I told you, ID is represented by hatch. Let's talk about footer. Hatch and then ID name, which is footer, and then its property, which is position, fixed, background color, and so on. So within the my logo, footer is the ID over here, see, and template footer is the only shit which is within this ID footer. So all this property, fixed and background color, this would get affected to only this text over here. Okay, yeah. So what is the problem is that ID cannot be applied to two or more things. For example, I cannot write over here, I cannot write its name to be of footer, I cannot. But when it comes to class, see, class name has been written multiple times, the same class name, middle content, middle content, middle content, middle content. Okay, now what I'm gonna do would be that within logo.css I'm gonna describe one class, middle content. Okay, and over here I display property attributes like background color to be of red. Okay, so this is one more way you can represent color. Simply write the name of it. This is the easiest way, isn't it? Yes, you can use it, so use it. Okay, yeah, background color equals to red. So this ID would be affected to not only this shit but also to this shit, this shit, this shit, this shit. If because it's class, it can span to a lot of ways. But if instead of class I would have written ID, then I cannot have used this class name same as over. I need to use different name. This need to be middle content 1, this need to be middle content 2, and so on. And then I need to provide all the attributes once again for middle content 1, just like this. For example, I need to present for middle content 2 like this, for middle content 3 like this. Yeah, and I would have make it ID if all of these tags would have been different of attribute. For example, if I want content 1 to be of red, content 2 to be of blue, then I would have provided ID instead of class. But since I want all of them to be of same property, I have provided class. So now I hope you understood basic difference between class and ID. We're gonna discuss more in the next tutorial. Thanks for subscribing, comment, rate. Okay.